I'm going to cover the greatest horror films ever to fall asleep to. So the first movie in this series is the 1979 sci-fi horror film Alien. Alien has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes and an 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It's 1 hour and 57 minutes, a perfect length of time for a sleeping movie. It starts with a 2-minute credit sequence on a dark screen with a calming, meditative soundscape. And after that, they put text on the screen, which for me is wonderful because reading makes me tired. So now we're 4 minutes into the movie, and if you're still awake, you might hear that the ship has received a slightly jarring fax. 5 minutes in, we see people for the first time. They're all asleep. 6 minutes into the movie, we hear a person talk for the first time. It's just small talk, and it has that old 70s movie sound to it. It's perfect for sleeping.
Here's some cornbread.
A computer starts to beep gently, and we're informed that the computer's name is Mother.
No, Mother wants to talk to you.
So we're literally in Mother's care. There's more wonderfully quiet scenes, soft lighting. It's reminiscent of falling asleep on a long flight. The ship captain starts to talk a little loud.
I want to go home and party.
Parker, will you just listen to the man?
He's immediately corrected as the other actor shoots him a look and then begins speaking softly all the way down to a whisper.
On penalty of total forfeiture of shares. Money.
Things start to go a little wrong.
There's going to be a little bump.
There are some alarms and explosions, but even they are subdued and short-lived. If you're already asleep, which you probably are, they may cause you to move your head slightly.
Is that it?
We are then treated to wonderful white noise and stormy wind sounds. Just perfection. There's a lot of distorted dialogue that takes place over radio transmissions. It's very nice. Even the computer sounds are so chill that the movie manifests a cat. We are truly in heaven. There are serene, dark silences, only interrupted by what sounds like the breathing of somebody else sleeping. They make a very disturbing find.
Alien life form. Looks like it's been dead a long time.
But don't worry, we're still chill.
Let's get the hell out of here.
They begin to explore a nice, dark, warm cave.
Cave of some sort, but I don't know, but it's like the goddamn tropics in here.
30 minutes into the movie, they do find an alien. Prepare yourself, because it does attack. It does return to silence. So, if it does wake you, you'll probably be asleep again before you even know why. A very intense dispute takes place about whether or not they should allow an alien life form onto the ship. But don't worry, because it's a very gentle intensity.
What happened to Kane?
Something has attached itself to him. We have to get him to the infirmary right away.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know the quarantine procedures.
We have to get him inside.
No.
They try to cut the alien off, and it bleeds acid blood, which begins to burn a hole through the ship. But it's okay.
Looks like it's stopping.
We get to look through a microscope and listen to some whispering for a little bit.
That's amazing. What is it?
There's a bit of a dispute. They don't want to wake you.
Please don't do it. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
We are treated to some classical music. Pure serenity. Now, after several moments of near perfect silence, there is a crash. The actor does apologize. There is what seems to be another alien attack, but don't worry, it's also just asleep. The guy who was originally attacked by the face-hugging alien, he's fine, they're all fine, and they're gonna go home.
Right here.
We're on our way home.
Yeah, back to the old freezerinos.
Unfortunately, they didn't run another X-ray on him to make sure there wasn't still something inside of him, which there is. Now I know what you're thinking. The next scene, an alien is going to burst out of this guy's chest. Surely that can't be good to sleep to. It's over as quickly as it began. We return to dreamland and nobody wanting to talk. Everybody just chill. They're going to quickly catch it with a net. They have nets on this spaceship in the future, and that's what they're going to use to collect this alien life form that has acid blood and they don't know anything about. So we're very chill still. So they go to catch this alien because they think they hear it, but it turns out it's just the cat. The cat runs off, so obviously we need to put the alien hunt on hold. We need to find that kitty.
I'll
Go and get it, man.
All right, you get him, we'll go on.
Which we do by whispering its name.
Jonesy.
We enter a large room full of running water and hanging chains, which essentially function like wind chimes. Even the actor can't resist this spa-like environment. And lucky for those of us still asleep, the alien, in spite of the fact that it's grown to an enormous size, it is a very stealthy hunter. The crew calmly discusses how to get rid of the giant murderous monster hiding in the shadows. Basically a real-life boogeyman.
It was big.
Their plan is to catch and release it. Release it in space, but still.
Drive it into the airlock and zap it into outer space.
Dallas goes looking for the alien, but can't find it because there's no cameras on this spaceship. Just a very dated Atari surveillance system. There's a bit of a 1-second jump scare, but more than likely your eyes are closed, so it's just the sound that might disturb you. Chances are, though, that you've been asleep for a while now. So even though they're talking about how to hunt and kill an alien, you'll really have no idea the who's who, who's alive or dead, what the alien looks like, or what's going on at all. So it'll be very easy to go right back to sleep. And I just realized this would be a great time to put on my new hoodie. Man, I wish I would have remembered I had this. I would have worn it the whole time. That would have been a good idea. This is an alien hoodie from Alien Clothing. I bought this from the channel Elvis the Alien, who was a big influence on this channel. Even my name, Elvis the Alien, Happy the Knife. I probably would have never started this channel if I hadn't found his, so shout out to him. And I got one of your hoodies to try to support your channel. So thank you. I love it. Let's continue making fun of the movie Alien, though. I mean, recommending it as one of the greatest horror films ever to fall asleep to. So Ash traps Sigourney Weaver and won't let her out. I don't know why they can't do this with the rest of the crew. Seclude and secure just themselves from the alien instead of trying to hunt it down. There's a bit of a kerfuffle between Ash and Sigourney Dreamweaver, and he's going to kill her, but not in a way that anyone has ever been killed before, which is strange because in a couple of minutes we're going to find out he's a robot. So either the programmer was weird as fuck, or they didn't program how to kill a person at all, which was probably a good idea. And he kind of gets his ass kicked, to be honest. Now, the fight between the crew and Ash may disturb your sleep a little, but we are immediately treated to some warm milk and gentle questioning.
What was your special order? How do we kill it, Ash?
So now we're about 90 minutes in, and there are some banging noises, but they're intercut with looking for the cat.
How you doing?
Fine.
So even though we're experiencing some rising action, we're still trying to keep our priorities straight, which is the cat and the sleeping audience. Now I do have to knock a few points off here because there's only about 20 minutes left. And for some reason, when the alien shows up, they decide to push the volume levels a little bit. So the movie has gone off the rails. It's time to just give up on the whole thing. Dreamweaver knows this, which is why she hits the self-destruct on the ship. The movie's getting too loud. End it before you wake up anybody else. The voice that narrates the self-destruction of the ship is a nice lady.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
So it's really up to you if you want to go back to sleep or watch the end of the movie, which isn't always bad after a little nap. Alarms are going off, but they're kind of far away and have a subdued repetition to them. Dreamweaver puts the cat to bed and also starts to get ready for bed. And this is a peak sleepy time scene. Unfortunately, the alien is there and halts the whole thing. But even the alien appears to be fairly sleepy. Dreamweaver puts on a sleeping bag suit, some kind of climate-controlled ASMR helmet. She sings the alien a lullaby. And hits it with some nice cool sleeping gas before casting it into the wonderful everlasting darkness. And it's an alien, so that's probably where it sleeps. So in my mind, she's still just putting it to bed. It gets caught for a minute, but she's able to blast it into peaceful solitude with the low rumble of the engines. She has a short, quiet monologue, essentially saying goodnight, while she pets her cat. Then she goes to sleep, and we are treated with 2.5 minutes of angelic orchestral music and a view of the stars. It is simply paradise. Give this movie a 9 out of 10 on the sleep scale, only receiving minor deductions for the occasional disturbance or moment of voice raising. If you're going to go to sleep to a horror movie this October, I highly recommend Alien.
This is Ripley, signing off.